Kingdom, King Theophilus J.T. Princewell in Buguma, Asarito local government area. The governor said he would continue to keep to the renewed hope agenda of President Bulletin to improve the lives of Rivers people.
It's a very difficult period, but just be peaceful. We cannot achieve in an environment of chaos. We cannot grow our state to our aspiration when there is trouble. So I urge every one of you to be peaceful. It's important I say this. Not just after the burial of our monarch, you start fighting. Please ensure peace. Even in the process that is going to commence after this moment, we need every peace, more especially at this moment.
Well, Governor Fubara encouraged the people of Kalabari to always reach out to him in their times of need.
Our people should not lose hope. The only thing that keeps a man moving is when you have hope. So let me also assure you that we will continue to cooperate and support the Kalabari people. If there is any need of anything, feel very free to call us. Call me as a person, also reach me as a government. I want we can only get it better with we.
Our correspondent reports that a former First Lady, Patience Jonathan, and governorship candidate of the APC, Tony Cole, were among many dignitaries at the ceremony. Moving on, the spokesman of River State's SDP Governorship Campaign Council, Oko Jaja, is asking the State Independent Electoral Commission, RISEC, to publicize the timetable for the 2024 local government elections. While speaking with correspondent Soibio Ruwari, Dr. Jaja said the early release of the timetable will help political parties prepare.
I believe that the government of the state knows what to do. The RISEC chairman and the commissioners in RISEC should be able to stand up and begin to prepare towards the conduct of fresh election. However, discretionary right of the governor to, at the end of the tenure, decide to form a caretaker, perhaps to put things in proper perspective and ensure that there is absolute reconciliation between warrior faction politically, so that the local government election will be peaceful.
He, however, admitted that the current political crisis between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and former Governor Wike is capable of delaying the conduct of the local government elections next year.
Where there is political crisis, you know that it's going to affect the election negatively, not even positively. Negatively. If there are crises in the political arena, for instance, are you expecting a free and fair, transparent, credible, and trustworthy election? No. The answer is no. So the major reason is, the main thing is, first of all, resolve the political crisis or issues that are arising as a result of politics before a credible, free, fair, and transparent election can be conducted.
Well, as you may know, the tenure of the current local government chairman will end in the first quarter of next year. In other news, an industrial court in Port Harcourt has reserved judgment in a suit filed by 19 aggrieved staff of Emoha Local Government Council in Rivers State against the council chairman, Chidi Lloyd, and the Local Government Civil Service Commission. Well, this is after lawyers in the matter argued and adopted their final written addresses. Correspondent Emeko Otuka reports that the presiding judge, Justice Polycarp Heyman, promised to communicate to the lawyers the date for the judgment. Well, recall that Solomon Erim and 18 other aggrieved staff of Emoha Council filed a suit against the council chairman, Chidi Lloyd, and 2 others over alleged demotion, deduction of their monthly salaries, and unlawful sack. The aggrieved Emoha Council staff, through their lawyer, Kingdom Chukwigwe, are asking the court to direct the Emoha Council chairman to, within 7 days of the conclusion of the matter, reinstate them to their employment grade level, release their withheld salaries, and pay each of them 1 million naira as damages. But lawyer to the defendant, Professor O.F. Omeri, argued that they violated the civil service rule by failing to subject themselves to biometrics and refusing to show up for work. Away from that, a commercial driver, Success Okukwe, says he was mobbed by persons who claimed he obstructed their burial convoy along Choba Road. Mr. Okukwe, who came to Kuwazobia Info FM complex with blood stains all over his clothes, says he wants justice.
I cleared well looking for passenger at that chopper market. A young man from nowhere just came to where I was and just punched me. He said I'm obstructing their convoy. These burial people carrying corpse. Before I know, all of them just came down from their vehicle. They were beating me on steering. So when the thing was so much, I ran out of the car. They chased me. So on the place of me running, I fell on top of a woman that was selling on Krika clothes. Or even one of them take the woman, the bench she's sitting on that she's using to sell. He used the bench and hit on my head and broke my head.
Well, speaking on this, a lawyer, Chioma Choko, said the culture of hosting events on roadsides is punishable under the law because it infringes on people's right to movement.
Constitutionally or statutorily, the only person that has absolute right of way as a matter of fact is the governor of the state or the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Every other person enjoys the same right. The action of this person to actually mob or give a thorough beating to a fellow road user is totally wrong and condemnable. Anybody that is doing anything and you choose to place it on the road, preventing other persons from enjoying their constitutional right, you have a right to enforce in court.
Some residents of Port Harcourt say filming or recording a police officer at a scene of an incident will help foster a more accountable and transparent relationship between the police force and the community. They told our correspondents that it will help reduce incidents of police brutality.
What are you hiding? What are they hiding? If there are no secrecy embedded in their actions, why would they be camera shy? Why would they want to hide their faces away from camera? So I commend the police force in Rivers State for instilling that, and I wish that the police officers will turn a new leaf and take the lifestyle of transparency in their actions.
This circular that the police released is just laughable. It's just one of those statements that they can make. It's not possible.
As Commissioner of Police, don't bring your dana to feed you anything. All those rubbish things now go stop.
Recall that in a tweet, the Rivers State Police Command told its officers that civilians can film them. The police urged officers not to be camera shy and rather smile while being recorded and stay professional while discharging their duty. Still to come, EFCC insists no past governor is free from investigation. Stay tuned.
For over 50
Thanks for staying with us. Vice President Kashim Shettima has inaugurated an electric energy meter manufacturing factory in Orifite, Ekwusigo local government area of Anambra State. He inaugurated the factory today and said it will help the federal government address the power challenges in the country. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says no past governor with corruption issues is immune to an investigation. The EFCC Zonal Commander Aliyu Yunusa said this at a program today in Sokoto State. And on the foreign scene, Madagascar's army has warned against any attempt to destabilize the country. Well, this comes after the nation's top prosecutor announced that 2 officers had been charged with inciting rebellion before the 16th November presidential election. Well, that's the news, but before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. You heard that the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has restated his call for peace in the state. The spokesman of Rivers State SDP Governorship Campaign Council, Oko Jaja, is asking RISEC to publicize local government elections timetable. The EFCC is insisting that no past governor is free from investigation. On the foreign scene, Madagascar's army has warned against destabilizing the country. The news was edited by Onyeka Chinwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I am Constance Mega. Thank you for listening.